Okay, class. So we are down to our last demo. This is muscles of the arm. This is a full body George muscle, what we call the big George. And with one arm raised, the other is not. You identify whatever you can, but I just want to point out that three muscles that are more voluminous and thick stand out in even a large body muscle where the image is not very clear. And those three are the deltoid, triceps brachii, right there, and the biceps brachii. So enlarge that. Here again, deltoid and biceps brachii. As you can see, deltoid are on both both sides rather. Deltoid has three parts. It's not as clearly separated in humans, but deltoid, the muscle deltoid, is made of three segments: clavodeltoid, acromiodeltoid. Recall we learned these terms for trapezius, and spinodeltoid. Basically, three segments of deltoid which are originating from the clavicle, originating from acromion process of the scapula and scapular spine, and all three are inserted into the deltoid tuberosity of the humerus. Hence, the names are clavo, acromio, and spino. However, you don't see them separately. You rather see them as the one large muscle, the deltoid. And the biceps brachii is also visible here. Identify and review the muscles we already learned on these models. So here, focusing further. So I'm going to change the color of the ink. You already see the pectoralis major, serratus anterior, the external oblique, the rectus abdominis, the internal oblique, the pectoralis minor, the teres major. So I'm not infraspinatus. So I'm not going to talk about all of those. These are for you to review. So let's look at the muscles of the arm. So deltoid, as we know, clavoacromiodeltoid and spinodeltoid, all three together, we call it deltoid. Biceps brachii. And next to the biceps brachii, lateral to the biceps brachii is brachialis. Now, biceps brachii and brachialis, they have the same relationship that semitendinosus and semimembranosus have, or gastrocnemius and soleus have. One is superficial, larger, one is deeper, smaller, but the deeper muscle shows up as on either side of the superficial muscle. So here is biceps brachii, and here is the brachialis. Later on, you will see that on the medial end also, you'll be able to see the brachialis. So brachialis shows up on both sides of the biceps brachii because it's a somewhat larger muscle, but it's also a flatter muscle. So here is the biceps brachii. Below the biceps brachii, inferior to the biceps brachii, the muscle that you see here, this is the brachioradialis. On the other side of that, you see the Pronator Theories. Okay. So here, same thing, pectoralis major, pectoralis minor, deltoid, etc. Identify, make sure you identify the occipitofrontalis, the orbicularis oculi, orbicularis oris, sternocleidomastoid, trapezius, whatever you can identify on this. I'm not covering those again. So here we are looking at the arm model. Here is the clavodeltoid right there. This is the clavodeltoid. Biceps brachii. But biceps brachii has two heads, a long head and a short head. We are not identifying them separately. What biceps brachii inserted into the ulna and radius both, this is known as bicipital aponeurosis. Remember, aponeurosis is a thick band of fascia that serves as an attachment for a muscle. So we can call them tract or band, just like lumbodorsal fascia. We got linea alba. Here we got the bicipital aponeurosis. It's like a sheath-like fascial layer. So this is the bicipital aponeurosis. That's biceps brachii. Here teres major, subscapularis. Right there is the subscapularis. And now let's look at this muscle here. Let me change the color to maybe red. So this muscle here, right there, this is the coracobrachialis. From the coracoid process all the way into the humerus, coracobrachialis. Okay. Then inferior to the biceps brachii, and right here, if I change the color again, right here, right there, see that, that tiny glimpse is the brachialis. So this is what I was saying, that brachialis shows up on either side of the biceps brachii. So this is brachialis on the medial aspect. Here is the coracobrachialis. And then inferior compartment, superior compartment, inferior compartment. This is triceps brachii. Let me erase the teres group. This is the triceps brachii, long head. We do identify the triceps brachii as individual heads, long head, lateral head, and medial head. Triceps brachii, long head, and here, this is the triceps brachii, medial head. Okay. And from the elbow to the thumb side, this muscle, from the elbow to the thumb side, this is the pronator theories. On the other side of that, right there, this is the brachioradialis. Actually, not just that, this muscle, brachioradialis, all of that. So we are focusing again on the upper arm. So we continue to see the biceps brachii, clavodeltoid, subscapularis, teres major, right there, coracobrachialis, triceps brachii, long head, triceps brachii, medial head, little bit of glimpse of brachialis, then we have pronator theories, and here this is the brachioradialis. Brachioradialis tells you, the name tells you what it is, from the brachium to the radius. So this is the same model. It's rotated so that you can see the lateral view. Deltoid, this is again, you can see clearly the clavodeltoid. It's still part of deltoid. So right there, biceps brachii. Here you see the brachialis, deeper to the biceps brachii. You can see the triceps brachii, lateral head, and this is the triceps brachii, long head. And here you can see the brachioradialis. So same thing, just from a distance. Brachioradialis, biceps brachii, brachialis, deltoid, clavodeltoid, triceps brachii, lateral head, triceps brachii, long head. This is just to show you. It's more with the deltoid being removed here. So much of the deltoid is removed. You still continue to see the clavodeltoid and the same muscles that we went over: biceps brachii, brachialis, brachioradialis, triceps brachii, triceps brachii, lateral head, long head. Long head is the most inferior. So here you can see the teres major. This is teres minor, infraspinatus. Okay. So here, just to show you again the brachioradialis, biceps brachii, brachialis. Biceps brachii, triceps brachii, medial head, triceps brachii, long head, pronator theories from the elbow side to the thumb side, most superficial, pronator theories, brachioradialis, again, just a different view, but basically you're looking at the same muscle. Make sure you identify the teres major and teres minor. And of course, everything else, deltoid, supraspinatus, triceps brachii, biceps brachii, brachialis, etc. So here is the biceps brachii, there's the brachialis, brachioradialis. This is the same. Basically, if you look at this with the deltoid being removed, same model, same group of muscles that we are looking at. It's just a different model, but the same group of muscles are visible. Make sure you identify all the muscles here. This one actually nicely shows you the triceps brachii, long head, triceps brachii, lateral head, brachialis and biceps brachii. You don't see biceps brachii all the way because the model is rotated, but you do see part of the biceps brachii right there. Okay? This one shows you the brachialis nicely. And of course, brachioradialis. Okay, so this is biceps brachii, deltoid, both being removed. We're just looking at brachialis. Change the color. We're looking at brachialis. Notice that biceps brachii is gone. So is deltoid. Triceps brachii, long head. Triceps brachii, lateral head. Teres major. Teres minor. Infraspinatus, etc. So here, notice that here the brachioradialis, this was brachioradialis. This has been removed. When brachioradialis is removed, below that, and here is the Pronator Theories. Opposite to the Pronator Theories. So Pronator Theories tells you that it pronates your arm, meaning you reverse your thumb is turning toward your body. Supination is turning the thumb away from the body. So you basically turn your hand so that your thumb faces the lateral aspect, like in an anatomical position. So pronator teres and supinator, these two are mostly muscles that pronate and supinate. So pronator teres pronates, meaning turns your hand in such a way that your thumb faces toward your body. Supinator turns your hand in such a way that your thumb faces away from your body in the lateral side of your body, as in case of anatomical position. So here is the supinator. Supinator is not visible unless brachioradialis is removed. Okay. So brachioradialis is removed, and there are muscles here that are called the flexor and extensor compartment. We are not learning those. See, here it is the supinator. It's basically the same model again. You are looking at the coracobrachialis, brachialis, biceps brachii, deltoid, infraspinatus, teres major, triceps brachii long head, triceps brachii medial head, pronator teres, brachioradialis. Deltoid removed, same thing. Everything else is the same, just the deltoid is removed. You can see the beginning of the biceps brachii. You can see both the heads of the long and the short head of the biceps brachii. And notice how brachialis is visible on either side of the biceps brachii. Both of these and this together, both of these pertain to brachialis. Okay. This is biceps brachii removed. So you can finally see what brachialis looks like. This is the brachialis muscle. Notice that the biceps brachii, you can see the origin of the biceps brachii, long and short head. But both the deltoid and the biceps brachii have been removed. So you see brachialis as well as coracobrachialis. You can see triceps brachii, medial head, triceps brachii, long head. And of course, you can see the pronator theories, you can see the Brachioradialis, teres major, etc., etc. So that's pretty much, and this is just focus a little more. This is from a distance, this is turned so that you can see the brachialis, coracobrachialis, and here you not only see the pronator teres, you also see the supinator. Brachioradialis has been removed, so this muscle right here, this is the supinator. Okay. That pretty much. And this is a muscle just for review. You can review the trapezius and the deltoid. You can see the full deltoid here. Teres minor, teres major, and everything else. Lumbodorsal fascia. We have done this review before. You can see the gluteus maximus here as well. Okay, so that concludes our study of the muscle. We have looked at this model before. You can see the maximus, gluteus maximus, gluteus medius. So you can see the same. You can see the deltoid, you can see the teres major, you can see the teres minor, you can see the infraspinatus, you can see the supraspinatus, you can see the triceps brachii, lateral head, you can see the triceps brachii, long head, see the deltoid, latissimus dorsi, trapezius, rhomboids major, rhomboids minor, levator scapulae, serratus posterior. We have looked at this, erector spinae. So basically, this concludes our study of all the muscles of the body.